Do not buy 12 Tribes on Earth hair growth oil and hair magic elixir unless you want super healthy, gorgeous hair that grows. They have a whole line of amazing hair growth products, including hair growth leave-in conditioner spray, hair growth shampoo, hair growth spray, and hair growth butter. I'm starting to sense a theme here. They include quality natural ingredients, smell amazing, and you can see the results for yourself. So if you're looking for healthy hair growth for your natural or relaxed hair, try 12 Tribes on Earth today.
Finding the right real estate professional can be challenging. I'm broker Melissa Wilson. I'm knowledgeable in all aspects of the real estate process. So whether you're looking to buy new or an existing home or have a commercial need, I'm here to help.
What's going on, fam? This is Jay Cameron inviting you to join us in Ethiopia next March 2025. And this is going to be an iconic trip that you don't want to miss, a trip of a lifetime. We're going to be visiting Addis Ababa, Gondor, Lalibela. You'll have a chance to taste the amazing Ethiopian food. You'll also have a chance to visit the Rastafarian community. You'll get the history, you'll get the fashion, you have an opportunity to shop. It's going to be a trip, an experience of a lifetime. So make sure you sign up to join us in Ethiopia, March 2025.
Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
At African Diaspora News Channel, we cover stories that don't receive mainstream attention, and we serve as the voice to the global Black community. We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media, connecting the African diaspora one story at a time.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are here tonight. We are here. I was running a few minutes late. Just let me go ahead on just do some little house cleaning. But today is August 14th, Wednesday. We are trucking along in the week. We almost tomorrow be halfway down the line, ladies and gentlemen, halfway. Won't be long for y'all have to think about going to that poll and electing somebody, right? Whether you want to elect somebody or you want to choose that beautiful couch, you can do that. I want to make sure I do all my stuff on the backside I need to do. So glad everybody is here. First, foremost, so some people took advantage of this. So we have our back to school promotion on the app, and on the pinned comment, if you download the app and you hit create account, go to the year, and you're getting 50% off on the year subscription. That is something we only doing for 30 days. Back to school promotion. Some people took advantage of that. And also, when you do that, go to the website on the contact form. Just send me a screenshot to say, hey, yeah, I paid for that. And send me your YouTube channel link. I need the link, not your screen name. You send me your screen name. I can't do nothing with that. I need the link, and I go ahead and add you to the chat here so you can chat in the members only. So just make sure you do that. I know one person did it so far, so shout out to Spencer there for listening to and following some of the directions. The Ethiopia trip, as we said last night, is completely sold out, which is good. But we twisted their arm a little bit because I've been getting a lot of emails still. So I say, look, can you open up at least 4 more spots? Can we get more people in? And I say, yeah, we can do that. So we got 4 more spots that was been kind of, twisted their arm to get them in. So y'all keep sending emails. Jump on that ASAP because them 4 spots going to be gone. I'm getting a lot of emails, so please do that. If you want to go in March 2025. If you already signed up, make your payments, and all of that, on time, and do the things you need to do so you can go join everybody in March 2025. So tonight we have, the conversation. We talk about black men tonight, black American men, and how black American men are being villainized for just thinking a little different, or maybe you just can't support Vice President Kamala Harris for whatever the reason. So let's go on and get to our, we got to do the, let me see, what we want to do tonight. Let me see here. Let me see. What do we want to do? Since we talk about black men, let's start off with a real black man, a black man who set the example for black men in America.
I'm just telling you. I'm going to let you talk.
Who you talking to you gonna let? The voters let me. I got voted in. Who you talking to? You gonna let me? I got seconds left.
I want you to know.
Ain't she crazy? How many seconds? Why you? I'm counting your time. Miss Galloway, I'm gonna rule you out order. You keep talking so much.
Do I have the floor? Do I?
Yes, you do.
You have the floor. Thank you very much.
What a fool.
We have got to help the city of Flint. We have got to move the city forward. We have got to vote yes on this. Thank you.
Ms. Herkenroder, you the reason that I'm going to vote the way I'm going to vote, because you tried to put words in my mouth like I said you was a racist. You got to stop doing that. You've got to stop doing that.
Ms. Fields, please be very careful in that area. Please.
All I said, there was mediation and there were people in rooms.
You told
That's
details of who in what room and how many.
But I am going to finish saying this.
Well, go ahead.
That's fine. Do you?
It shouldn't be fine. We got folks sitting in business, and I wouldn't care if you was the chair, the sofa, the TV. So you might want a dialogue.
I don't give a...
You don't give a what?
That's what he's trying to do.
So you dialoguing?
There's no dialogue.
It is some dialogue. You gave me some
Point
dialogue.
of order. Councilwoman Worthy, what is your point of order? No, I'm not.
You ain't?
I'm not.
You must.
This is a joke.
Stop this abuse.
I'm going to give you a point of order. Personal attacks is out of order. Now, you want to make a personal attack on me, I'm going to tell you something. I'm tired of Ms. Fields calling me racist. I'm tired of you calling me personal names as it relates to women. I'm tired of it. It's wrong. You're out of order. But you keep doing it. Because when I start blasting your butt like I'm doing, everybody already know it's coming from y'all. But don't get beside yourself, Mr. Chairman. If he gonna holler tell me to shut up, you better give him his warning.
I gave you yours.
Give him his. If you gonna discriminate, you gonna let the white man running for mayor holler across and tell this black man to shut up.
I don't want to hear
So when he get loud, I'm gonna get louder. When they go low, I go lower.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is our great brother who is now with the ancestors, Eric Mays, a real black man, didn't take no crap from nobody. And that's, listen, if at least 50% of black men were more like Eric Mays, we really can get somewhere. It would be beautiful. It was 80% of black men that were like Eric Mays. We can get somewhere. But, black men are coming along. They're coming along. Black men are waking up. It's a beautiful thing. Before I get started, I'm pretty sure you maybe saw that little short video I posted today. I was at the Foot Locker picking up an order for my daughter because my grandson got to go to his school tomorrow. So she was at work. Said, hey, could you get that order for me? I'm like, yeah, I'll go pick it up. So I went over there. And when I walked in there, I'm like, man, it's hot in here. What the hell? I said, I know good when the lights on, so what's going on? And it was a young sister and a young brother in there working. And I of course I gave him the information about the order, but I told the little sister, I'm like, what's wrong with the AC? He said, yeah, it's hot in here. I said, how long has it been broke? He said, like since April. I said, April? I said, we almost toward the end of summer, and you still you hiding here? And he said, well, he gave us these fans. I said, he box fans to circulate heat around here. And I'm like, well, what's going to happen? He said, well, I think probably best is just to complain and say something to the district manager. And I seen somebody on that thing talking about maybe we should report him to OSHA. Because, usually when you get the government involved with anything, companies start moving around. But, I'm going to say this much. I'm not going to work in a condition like that. If it's an unsafe condition, and you definitely can tell OSHA, I'm going to look into it. I may report it to OSHA too, because that is a health and safety issue. Air conditioner is a health and safety issue. Some people say, well, I work in here. Well, you know what? They don't have no windows. Most warehouses have some sort of windows, have somewhere where they can go to cool off or whatever, right? And even if you work in a warehouse, you're supposed to have certain things just for, like, once again, for health and safety reasons. You can't have people falling out. You can't have even certain pathogens come in certain areas when it's too much heat or whatever. So, yeah, I'm gonna look into that. I may look into that and see if I can even report that to OSHA myself. And let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. But that's wrong. You said that check my RAM when I get an opportunity. Okay, I guess so. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong over here, but I got a lot going on. It is what it is over here. All right. So let me cue up a clip. From a brother. He's really sick and tired of black men being talked to like crazy. Black men, you are American citizens, and black men, if you're a registered voter, you can vote for whoever you want to. It's called voting rights, meaning you have a right to vote for whomever, and you have a right to choose your wonderful couch. You have a right. No one should be demonizing you for whoever you choose to vote for. No one should be demonizing you if you choose the couch. There's no law in the United States of America, whether federal, state, or local law, that says if you don't vote, you go to jail. There's not a one. So since it's not illegal not to vote, then they're acting like we're going to go to jail or something if we choose not to, or choose one candidate over another. I want you to hear what this brother has to say, and let's just build on this, because black men are constantly demonized literally by everybody within our own community too. So let's cue that up and hear what our brother got to say over here. Let me go ahead and slide it on up. All right, here we go.
Yeah, so I just wanted to come on here and get off my chest, because for about the past, 2 weeks maybe, I've seen a lot of black celebrities and media personalities and so-called journalists on and insult the intelligence of black men because they don't want to vote for Kamala Harris. They are actively out here villainizing black men for not wanting to vote for Kamala Harris. And I said it before, and I will say it again. They think they own us. They think they own our vote. They want us to believe that we have some sort of obligation to them, that when it's right for them, we should play identity politics and vote for her because she's black. And now they're pushing a narrative that we're dumb, that we're uneducated, we're misinformed. We don't know what the f going on. And the crazy thing about it is, it's the complete opposite. The people who are running away from Kamala Harris are the people who are informing themselves, who are researching, that actually know what the f going on, and just not letting themselves be told any guy. That's the reality of the situation. So, it's astonishing to me to see it though, where you have these people, they sending out these black women and these bootlicking men, right? The Van Joneses, the Bakari Sellers, the Roland Martins, right? The DL Hugleys, even Plies, and it's a whole bunch of them who are trying to shame black men for thinking for themselves, because that's all they doing. We're thinking for ourselves. They're just like when a slave owner didn't want you to learn how to read, because once you learn how to read, you have knowledge, and knowledge is power. And that's the problem. No, watch MSNBC. Don't do no thinking. Let us tell you what to think. Huh? Don't you want to see a black woman president? Don't you want to see somebody who belonged to a sorority? Don't you want to see a black woman get sworn in by a black woman on Martin Luther King's birthday? A whole bunch of token that don't mean a goddamn thing. That's what they want us to vote for. Y'all out your mother minds, man. I was listening to Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley talking about in regards to black men. they not doing the right research. What? Who the f talking to, Ricky Smiley? They not doing the right research. So because we're thinking for ourselves, we're not doing the right research. We're supposed to listen to you. That's the right research. And we're going to just keep seeing more and more of this. Joy Reed telling black people, you're going to look weird. What? In the 6th grade? Don't nobody give a f looking weird. We worrying about the issues, the economy, our communities, our children, our futures. What the f you talking about looking weird? See, that's the dumb. See, that's for weak-minded people. And they just going to keep going, bro. You get all the narratives is going to keep going. Sellout, traitor, you hate black women and all that cool shit. Bakari and Van Jones up on CNN crying and boo-hooing. Don't nobody give a f. Too smart to fall for that, man. So y'all could keep rolling that shit. We gonna keep standing 10 months toes down. The fuck out of here. Love the black man until he wants to think for himself, till he wants to form his own opinion, until he stops seeing himself as a victim, and then he becomes the enemy. And I'm watching this shit happen in real time. It's happening right now. And all you got to do is keep your eyes open, pay attention, and you can see it clear as day. This shit is real. So I'm saying all that to say, if you an actor, a rapper, a comedian, or anything else, you're not going to dictate our decision by calling us names and trying to make us feel bad.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's our brother there. Now, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cue it right back up. I want you to hear it in its entirety. And then we'll stop it in certain locations because this brother had brought up a lot of points that a lot of brothers are thinking about. So let's go ahead and restart it.
Yeah, so I just wanted to come on here and get off my chest because for about the past, I don't know, 2 weeks maybe, I've seen a lot of black celebrities and media personalities and so-called journalists make it their business to try to shame and denigrate and insult the intelligence of black men because they don't want to vote for Kamala Harris. They are actively out here villainizing black men for not wanting to vote for Kamala Harris. And I said it before and I will say it again. They think they own us. They think they own our vote. They want us to believe that we have some sort of obligation to them, that when it's right for them, we should play identity politics and vote for her because she's black. And now they're pushing the narrative that we're dumb, that we're uneducated, we're misinformed. We don't know what the f is going on. And the crazy thing about it is, it's the complete opposite.
All right, so let's touch on that. Yes, they do think they own our vote. Oh yeah. And the reason why they think they own our vote is, well, if you look at the past 60 some odd years, who do we vote for? We voted for them. So if you keep going to the same restaurant for like 60 years, the owners of the restaurant will probably think you're probably a loyal customer. You're always going to come back. You're never going to leave. You're there every week. You're there for every major holiday. You're there all the time. So yes, the Democrats feel that they own the black vote. They own it. It's theirs. And if you even have any kind of questions about anything Democrats are doing, that's when the problems start, because remember, they own your vote. They don't feel that way about the white vote. They don't feel that way about the Hispanic vote or the Asian vote or anything else. They feel that they own your vote, own it. And they're hostile toward black men or any black people in particular who don't feel that they should just go give all their votes to the Democrat Party. When it comes to black men, yes, if black men have any thought process outside of vote blue no matter who, something's wrong with you, brother. Something is wrong. And you would get it from, like you say, other, weak beta males. Because most of these guys that he's referring to in this particular video, most of them guys is not nothing that black men look up to. Once again, I told y'all, what man is going to look up to Boule Martin? What young man that's 18 to 29 right now will look at Boule Martin and say, you know what? That brother inspires me. Nobody's impressed by him. Think about that. That's their representation. Look at Van Jones. What young man is going to look at Van Jones and say, you know what? By the time I get his age, I want to be just like him and cry on CNN for a white man becoming president. What person going to look at someone like, what's another one he mentioned? Bakari Sellers, Plies. Who wants to be that? Be such a shield for a party. My thing is, if you're going to shield, at least let the black community get something out of it. That way we can say, okay, I get why you shilling, because we as a community are getting something out the deal. And Veronica, I see you down there. Thank you for joining the other membership. At least get something out of it. All these other groups that's tying themselves to the Democrat Party, they get something out of it. Asians, and this is the thing, they don't even come out and vote. That's the beauty of it. The Asian community don't come out in mass and vote for Democrat. They don't even hardly vote like that. It's 19 million Asians in this country. They don't vote like that. And yet they got a hate crime bill. But black folks, it's 47 million of you, and yet you don't have a hate crime bill. But they do. Look at the Democrats. They're pro-immigration. And the majority of the immigration is not coming from the African continent. The majority isn't coming from the Caribbean. And surely not the majority of them coming are black Latinos. I told you this. There are black people that's in Venezuela. There are black people that's in Honduras. There are black people in El Salvador, Guatemala, all of that. How is it that if the conditions is so bad in these Latin American countries, where are the Afro-Latinos in the mix of everybody coming through here? How is it that it's not the black Latinos, the Afro-Latinos? Why aren't they coming up here to America for a better life? Have y'all noticed that? Even in the midst of this open borders, they make sure not y'all black Latinos, y'all not coming over here. Only the other ones is coming, not you. When the Haitians came over here, Biden was like Trump. Oh, hell no. Get them Haitians right back on that plane, send they behind right back to Port-au-Prince. Think about it. Remember when the Haitians was on that Texas border? Boy, they wouldn't stop covering that. Oh my God, they're going to come in. They act like them Haitians was going to just take over the whole country. But all them other ones on the border, nobody's saying nothing. All the Asians coming through here, all the Chinese coming through here, Russians coming through here. Nobody tripping about that too much. But them doggone Haitians was down there staged. And look what they were doing. We know the Democrat Party is full of anti-black racists. We know this. As black men, we know it. We know that there are anti-black racists in the Republican Party, all through there. We know that. At least with Republicans, I respect their racism. Let me tell you why. And I'm not saying every Republican's racist. No, they're not. But at least they're upfront with it. Listen, I can get along with an anti-black racist that's upfront with it. I can talk to that one. But that anti-black racist that's in that Democrat Party, that's the one that's going to smile in your face and stab you in your back. That's the one that's going to smile in your face, and he'll get with that Republican over there that don't like your behind, and they buddies. And they got the same ideas toward you as a black person. But one played the game. Malcolm X told you the Democrats are like a fox. He told you. Malcolm X warned black people about the Democrat Party and how they move way back in the 60s. And y'all still haven't learned nothing, but black men are waking up to this. And black men is doing the most powerful thing that black men could do is move with their feet. I always tell black men, you don't have to beg, you don't have to talk, you don't have to plead. Just get up and walk away. That's the most powerful thing you can do. When you have a negotiation with somebody, let's say even in business, and negotiation's not going right or whatever, you don't have to argue all day. Say, you know what, the term's not good, and get up and leave the table. If you have something of value, then people are going to try to get you back to the table. Walking away is a very powerful thing. And what a lot of black men are doing have say, you know what, we're not going to be pigeonholing ourselves to this party. Look at the disrespect that black men get in that party. We get disrespected. We are the only group of men they tell to shut up and vote. Shut up and vote. They don't tell white men, hey, white man, shut up and vote. Hey, Hispanic man, I don't want to hear what you got to say. Shut up and vote. Hey, Asian man, no, I don't want to hear your issue either. Shut up and vote. They don't say shut up and vote. Do you see the women of those communities coming out there telling them to get in line and follow the women? Do you hear them saying that? You never hear those women in them other communities talking to their men like that for the Democrat Party. But unfortunately, in our community, we got some women that's just as hella disrespectful to their black man for that Democrat Party. We the only men that's told shut up and vote and follow our women. That is out of line and out of order. And a lot of black men not putting up with it, and rightfully so. Black men supposed to be the leader in our community. We don't supposed to be following the skirt of our woman. We're supposed to be standing up strong, being the leader that God called us to be. God did not tell us to follow the skirt of our woman. Now, them beta males you got running around there to follow the skirt of their woman. What woman gonna respect a man that do that? None. It's not in women to respect a man that's following the skirt of a woman. Women respect men who lead, men who create, men that make things happen. That's what women respect. And black American women in particular call you weak in a minute because they expect you to be strong, right? But let's go ahead and continue here with our brother.
The people who are running away from Kamala Harris are the people who are informing themselves, who are researching, that actually know what the f going on and just not letting themselves be told any guy. That's the reality of the situation. So, you know, it's astonishing to me to see it though, where you have these people, they sending out these black women and these bootlicking men, right? The Van Joneses, the Bakari Sellers, the Roland Martins, right? The DL Hugleys, even Plies, and it's a whole bunch of them who are trying to shame black men for thinking for themselves, because that's all they doing.
All right. So another development, though, that's been happening. A lot of people in our community is getting real sick and tired of the actors, the actresses, the Boulay Martins, the Joy Reed, or like some people call her Joyless Reed, getting tired of Van Jones, getting tired of Plies. You have to understand that situation that Kamala Harris and them, the Democrats did with Megan Thee Stallion, really set a bad taste in black America's mouth. And prior to that, the BET Awards set a bad taste in black America's mouth, and rightfully so. We say, wait a minute, hold on. BET, you gonna put on this filth? Like we don't have no artists out here that can make some decent music? There's a lot of artists that's considered underground, or you have to go searching for them. You could find so many great artists just on YouTube Music or Apple Music, whatever you listening to, right? You can find a lot of great artists just that pop up in your playlist. Say, whoa, who is this person? And they making R&B music. They can make hip hop, neo soul, you know, all those kind of genres. Some people like Southern soul. There's so many people out here making some good music, and you're going to put that filth on TV. Then when you talk about something political and important, you're going to get booty shaking Megan Thee Stallion. Booty shaking Megan Thee Stallion has her place. Let her stay in her place doing what she do. We don't want to see booty shaking at the rally talking about politics. That's not the place for it. It's called a time and place for everything, right? And that was not the time, that was not the place. They always want to think we're dumb. I told y'all this. The white supremacists on the right will say you have a low IQ. The white supremacists on the left will say that you're subject to misinformation and disinformation. Only you, though. Not everybody else, only you. Oh, misinformation, disinformation affect black Americans way more than affect it. Huh? How you figure? According to the census, and I'm not subtracting the Hispanic number, but I should. They say it's 202 million white Americans in America according to the census. But if you minus off, because they call Hispanics white, so they try to throw them in their number, so you minus that off, is a lot less than that. But shouldn't you be saying white Americans is more subject to misinformation, disinformation, because more of them? Then after that, shouldn't you say Hispanics is subject to misinformation, disinformation, because there's 63 million of them, right? It's more of them than us. So why you ain't talking about those groups? Only black people is subject to this. Only black men is the only men that can't think for themselves. Only black men is the only one that's scolded and talked down to. And it's always these college educated. And let me say this with balance. Not every college educated brother or sister thinks this way. Not every person that's in a sorority or fraternity think that way. So I don't want to put a blanket thing, because I know some of you brothers and sisters that are in fraternities and sororities, and some of you don't even like some of your leadership. You're not getting down with it. I've been thoroughly informed that some of y'all don't want nothing to do with the Democrat Party. Some of y'all on the other side, some of y'all independent, some of y'all on the couch. I've been talked to by many on each side, right? And I like to get education. I like education. I don't know everything, and I'm willing to learn. I told people be quicker to listen, quicker to watch, and slower to speak. Okay? So we go there. So I'm not indicting all of you. Okay? I'm not. But what I'm saying is those that are representing you, those in your leadership, we notice a pattern of this talented 10th mentality where we know what's best for the black community. Not the rest of y'all. We know what's best. And so since we know what's best for y'all, we going to partner with the Democrats, and we going to tell them what y'all need, and we going to get in the Congressional Black Caucus, when the Congressional Black Caucus, even when Sheila Jackson Lee was still alive back then, they had a meeting with Trump. Trump wanted to meet with the Congressional Black Caucus, right? Oh, racist Trump. He wanted to talk with them. Trump was trying to, you want to negotiate. Listen, not Trump. The Congressional Black Caucus just got mad and left. Didn't go back to talk to Trump and try to negotiate something for the black community. Nothing they didn't try to negotiate. To me, that made me so angry when they did that. I'm like, how dare you do that? We have so many issues in America, and you going to get up and leave? That's why I keep telling y'all, the Congressional Black Caucus, all of them need to go, and they need to start from scratch. But check this out. The Democrats keep playing the same games. Let me tell you why. We know Sheila Jackson Lee passed away and all of that. Well, so her seat was unavailable, right? So what the Democrats had to do in the 18th district, they had to, see the people who wanted to get the seat just to finish out her term. Then I think they supposed to have, I think November or so, they supposed to do another election, right? But just to finish out her term. These people holding on to the seat so long, they're dying in the seat. Sheila Jackson Lee, she knew she was sick. She stayed in the seat. Elijah Cummings, same thing. John Lewis, same thing. They're dying in those seats. Dying in them. Not willing to pass the torch to the younger people. So what they end up doing, they had some candidates come up there, and they had a debate. I watched the debate here in Houston and all of that with the local media. So then after that, they did a vote with all the Democrats in the 18th district. And out of all the people they had running, they had this one little young brother that was running, businessman here in Houston. I really liked that brother. He was sharp. Younger brother, he was very sharp. He didn't come from no political background. He was a businessman. I said, that brother right there, I like him. Now I said, that's the kind of brother you need up there, right? Nope, they want that brother. They set up here and picked Sylvester doggone Turner. Sylvester Turner, the former mayor of Houston, Sylvester Turner. And when I seen Sylvester Turner, I said, what happened to Sylvester Turner? He's not looking like himself. Well, I didn't know Sylvester Turner, I think, is in remission. He had bone cancer. And I was wondering, like, why is he looking? You know what I'm saying? So this man is coming off of bone cancer, and he wanted to get in the running for that seat. And even people here are saying, he don't look the same. What's up? And I just put my head down, y'all, and I'm like, these Democrats refuse to pass the torch to somebody younger. You had younger people up there. You had that brother I was talking about, Amanda Edwards was up there. They had this other young sister up there that does a lot of the Democrat, things here. And some of the things that she was saying, I said, okay, yeah, that sister, not all Democrats are on the thing, right? Some of them was talking good. I said, okay, all right, I like that. They had this one lady, the state representative, I think her last name was Morales. She went up there talking about immigration. The funny part was that debate when she was talking about, well, you know, we have immigrants here and this and that. And boy, they start booing her. I said, that's good. Shout out to the black people for booing that. We on the hill talk about that. But Sylvester doggone Turner, I say, man, he was a couple years younger than Sheila, but like for real, that's why a lot of people getting tired of the Democrat Party. Why it has to be, and I know the Republicans are doing it too. I know they are. But we talking about the Democrats right here in Houston. Why? You have so many young people right here that could have did it. But that's why people say, listen, when these people finally get out the way, and Lord, please, age limits need to be put in and term limits. For real, for real. I mean, I just couldn't believe that. Sylvester doggone Turner. He had enough. He did 2 terms as mayor of Houston. Go sit down somewhere. Why can't they go sit down somewhere? My Lord. Let's continue.
We're thinking for ourselves. They're just like when a slave owner didn't want you to learn how to read. Because once you learn how to read, you have knowledge, and knowledge is power. And that's the problem. No, watch MSNBC. Don't do no thinking. Let us tell you what to think. Huh? Don't you want to see a black woman president? Don't you want to see somebody who belonged to a sorority? Don't you want to see a black woman get sworn in by a black woman on Martin Luther King's birthday? A whole bunch of token that don't mean a goddamn thing.
When they ask you that question, I'm going to tell y'all how to respond. It hit me today. So when they come to you and say, you don't want to see a black woman president, this is what you tell them. Yes, I want to see a black woman president that comes from the descendant of slaves in America, that comes from descendant of sharecroppers, descendant of the black codes, descendant of Jim Crow, descendant of the civil rights movement. I want a black woman to be a president. That woman, I don't want. I want a black woman, but I don't want that black woman. Right there, okay? Don't get into the discussion about her heritage. Leave that alone. Just say, I don't want that black woman. I want a black woman, but I want that one. You can even mention a black woman. You can say, hey, I'll take Shahrazad Ali as the president of the United States. I'll take her. We can have her. Just throw a name. Whatever black woman that you like that pops in your head at the moment, right? It could be somebody in your community, right? Whoever you thinking that's a black woman that say some things. Hey, I'll take Sister Donna Farrakhan. She be cooking. I'll take her as the president of the United States. That's a black woman. I'll go vote for Sister Donna Farrakhan all day long. She could be the president. That's a black woman. I just don't want that black woman. I support black women. Obviously, I do. But I just don't support that one. That's it. Because when you tell them that you want a black woman president, just not that one, and you give them a name of somebody else, or give them a few names of other black women you would love to see become president or possible, or if it's a congressperson, maybe your congresswoman is great and she stands on business, you can mention, hey, well, Representative this one, I like her to be president, just not that one. Then it puts them back on the defensive at that point, because if you just go off of, well, I don't want her and she ain't really one of us, then now they can try to come at you with something. But just say, yes, I want a black woman, just not that one. That's it. Yeah, a woman like Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. You want a woman like that, a black woman like that? Sure. You want a black woman like Sister Soldier? Wish, a sister like that. Whatever woman you could think of that's a black woman, today that's living. I say it had to be today. I mean, she rested in peace. But a black woman that's alive today. You understand what I'm saying? Or if you really want to play I say kind of not a joke, but just kind of mess with their head, this is what you say. You know what? Give me Representative Jasmine Crockett, the bad Bill Bush body woman. She could be the president. I just don't want that one. If you really want to mess with them, right? Give them somebody they support, but they're not gonna talk down on. You can do that too. It's another strategy. Yeah, I want Representative Jasmine Crockett. She could be the president. I'm happy with that. I support that black woman. I'm just not going to support that one, right? Because if you use somebody like that really speaks a lot for us like that, they really hardcore, they're going to try to dismiss it. But that's another strategy. Well, I want Representative Jasmine Crockett. She could be the president. Why can't she run? I'll vote for her. I'm just not going to vote for this one. I don't trust this one. Jasmine Crockett didn't have a history of locking up a bunch of black men. Jasmine Crockett didn't keep people in prison longer than they should. Jasmine Crockett didn't sit up here and laugh at a black man that got a 50-year sentence. So you know what? Ricky Smiley, give me Jasmine Crockett. I'll go vote. I'll vote for her. That's what you do. Throw it right back in their face like that. Well, I voted for Obama. I think all of us, definitely in 2008. Now, 2012, I didn't vote for Obama. I didn't vote for nobody. I chose the couch. But 2008, I did vote for Obama. Because, hey, it was like a movement with everybody at that time. I remember that. Man, we can have the first black president. Then you saw his family and all of that. And you say, man, we have a black family in the White House. Man, we thought that we were really going to get something out of this. We was all going door to door and say, hey, man, register to vote, man. Man, you got to get registered to vote, man. How many of y'all remember wearing your Obama shirts? I had one. How many of y'all was wearing Obama shirts? Man, Obama was so popular, man. Even at the gas station, they had Obama shirts. They were tricking out them Obama shirts back then. Then I remember when Jeezy had the song, My President is Black and all of that. Oh, man, everybody was happy about the situation with Obama. It's just sad that he didn't live up to what black people expected out of him. That's just a sad part for his legacy. If Obama would have stood on business for black people, I'm telling you, Obama would have been the greatest president of the United States history. All he had to do, if he would have stood on business for black people like he stood for LGBT and immigrants, and I'm going to tell you this much, all this focus on LGBT and immigrants, that came through him. That didn't come through other Democratic presidents. That came through him. And ever since he pushed all that, the Democrats have went that route and they haven't got away from that route ever since him. Remember, he's the dude that put the LGBT flag on the White House. It was him. It was him. And when he did that, I'm like, what is he doing? Why is he doing this? I mean, he was so hardcore about LGBT, he made me think that he was LGBT. Because, think about it. As let's say women that's in the chat. What would you think if your husband was that hardcore supporting the LGBT? Every time somebody talking about LGBT, your husband is picking up the phone and calling them. He wasn't calling, people in the community. He was calling those talking about every time they came out, oh, you're so brave, you so this. I'm like, ladies, what would you think about that? What would you think if your husband was just so out there promoting that and yet he got you sitting there? Like that, I'm sorry. I'm not saying that you got to be a bigot or anything toward nobody. But I'm like, come on, bruh. I can understand if someone's LGBT, but was he... You know what? Let me not go there. I have to keep a level of professionalism here. And yeah, and also you're right. He was so caught when he was talking about, yeah, he the black president. I ain't the black president of black people. I'm the president of America. Instead of him just leaning into it and say, yeah, I am the president of black America. And I'm the president of white America and Hispanic America and Asian America. He could have said all that. And nobody would have took issue with that. Well, them folks that took issue with that, you said I'm the president of white America. Oh, they would have been mad. Think about it. Obama, he was weak when Trayvon Martin lost his life. I still believe that Obama was genuine when he said, if I had a son, he would look like Trayvon. I really believe that he was genuine saying that. And why wouldn't he? If he had a son with Michelle, maybe his son would have came out looking like Trayvon, the color scheme and everything like that, right? He could have. Because you look at his wife, you look at him, you look at his children, say, yeah, okay, I can see that. Them folks are so mad at Obama for saying that. Instead of him being a man and coming back and doubling down again and saying, yeah, I said that. If I had a child with my wife and you get my children, my child could come out looking like Trayvon. What's the problem with it? What's wrong with what I said? See, he would never do that. He would cower down and let Mitch McConnell just run over him. And then when Trump get in office, the first day, Trump just doing this, doing that. And they were like, man, what Obama always say, I can't do it, my hands are tied. I can't do this, my hands are tied. Congress won't let me do this. And then Trump get in there the first day, executive order, executive order, executive order. And I'm like, you mean to tell me Obama could have did that the whole time? Then don't talk about Libya or Gaddafi. He sat up there and green light him. That man to lose his life caused chaos in that region of the world still to this day. They have literally slave trading of African people right now by them doggone Arabs right now. When Gaddafi was alive, none of that was going on. None of that. You get this woman in office, I fear what may happen in Africa. Because they love to use them types to enact some stuff over there. Because if a white person do it, people may raise hell about it. You say you think they threaten his life. Man, people's constantly threatening that man's life. What else is new? And it's something else I keep telling y'all about, and we discussed this before. If Vice President Kamala Harris get in office, we gonna catch more hell than what we caught during the years of Obama. Do you know why? Do you know why we gonna catch more hell with her in office than Obama? Can y'all figure it out why yet? And I'm not talking about financial either. I'm talking about, you remember the hell we caught with Obama? How black folks was targeted, attacked, killed, all that, and Obama didn't do nothing. Now let me tell you why. I'm talking about on the guys, these white supremacists, racists. First of all, they're gonna be enraged that she got elected as president. That's first and foremost. It don't matter what none of us say. They look at her as let me say it the politically correct way. They look at her as not white. You could say Indian, black all day. She's not a white woman. And black women, when you have gotten positions on jobs, and then you had to go tell not only a white woman something to do, but a white man something to do, they didn't take that too well. They don't like when black Americans tell them what to do. So you got a woman we all day can say she ain't us, and that's true. But to them, she ain't them. So they're going to be mad about that. Then you know the second thing they're going to be mad about with her that we didn't have to deal with Barack Obama? What's the second reason a racist is going to be mad about her more so than Barack Obama? What's the second reason, class? What's the second reason? Come on, figure it out. We got some few minutes to go. Figure it out, class. What is the second reason why they will be outraged with her becoming president? Outside of the color and the gender. What is it? Class, you ain't figured it out yet? Nobody said it yet? Jane got it, but Jane, you touching the tip of it. Her husband's religion. You know how the white supremacists feel about people like her husband and his religion, okay? Because I'm on these platforms, I got to say it a certain way. So they're going to say, wait a minute. Oh no. Not only they are taking over, talking about they gonna say the blacks taking over, but now her husband's people has finally got into that far in the White House where now they really took over now, and that's going to cause more hell on us than not on his community, but it's going to cause more hell on us because of that. and they go blame black folk. I'm just telling you, you vote how you want to vote, but I already know how these racists think. I know, I've researched them. I wrote books on them. I know them like the back of my hand. They're ignorant. They're extremely ignorant, of course. We know that. They're low hanging fruit. They're these racists aren't worth a drop of piss. I mean, that's just how I feel about them. But I'm telling you, what I've been listening to from them on these X spaces and comments they're making, you understand what I'm saying? So if we're going to deal with something with her, she need to give us something. And I'm sorry, I don't want to deal with no extra crap and then I get nothing. And Sister Demetria, she covered that where LULAC had endorsed her. LULAC has never endorsed anybody. That is a Hispanic organization as old as the NAACP. And all their past leaders have been anti-black. So what stance have they changed in that? Maybe they have. I don't know. I'm not accusing nobody. But LULAC comes out and endorses her, right? Which they've never endorsed a candidate because she's pro-open borders, obviously. And they say they're going to mobilize their people to go vote for her. But when the blowback come, it's not coming toward LULAC in their community. It's going to come toward black folk. And at least LULAC and them go get something out of it with her open borders policy. But what black Americans going to get? What black Americans going to get?
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
We get nothing. But we be dealing with all the hell, like Obama. We got nothing during the time of Barack Obama specifically for black people. We got nothing. But we caught the hell. Listen, I remember that I was covering the news. Every time you look up, something was happening to black folk. I never seen that much stuff happen to black folk like during the time of Barack Obama. I'm telling you. Every time you look up, if it wasn't the police, it was one of the folks doing something to black folk. You know, Trayvon's about one of the most popular ones, and then you got Michael Brown, and then you had people like Rekia Boyd, and then you had people like was it Sandra Bland? Isn't that with Obama too? Sandra Bland, and then you had Corin Gaines, and then you had Eric Garner and Alton Sterling. I mean, I remember people was just, what's the other brother, Minnesota? Oh God, the one that worked at the school that had the firearm, legal firearm. You remember the brother? What's the brother name? The one they gunned down in front of his girlfriend and they had a 4-year-old in the car. The cop. I remember him. The last name was Yanez. I remember that. What's the brother's name again? His face is in my head. I see his face. He wear glasses. What was the brother's name, y'all? You say you didn't vote for him in the second. Oh, yeah, Philando Castile. There you go. Philando Castile. They were just gunning down black people. Sam DuBose is another one. It was a green light on black people during the time of Obama. And we didn't get nothing. All that mess we've been through, we got nothing during Obama. But if this lady get in office, we're going to catch the times too. Thank you, Edward Jones, for joining the memberships. Thank you very much. Yeah, Veronica, is sad. It's very sad. If I'm going to deal with something, at least let me get something out of it. But then she's all a benign neglect. So I don't know where all this shame in the black men come from. This woman don't even sit down with black men. At least Trump went sit down with some black men in Atlanta recently to talk to them about business and something he could do when he get in office. This woman don't even sit down and talk to black men. She won't even sit down with MSNBC, CNN, people that be friendly to her. She don't want to sit down and talk to them either. And then they covering for her. That's a good strategy because interviews ain't what it used to be anymore. No, this woman can't interview. You know what? I saw a video the other day of this woman. Oh, let me find this woman. Oh, where is it at? Y'all, I probably can even add this thing to my let me see, which one is it? It's Kamala too. Oh, let me see if I can find it. And y'all gonna be like, what? Now I don't. And I let me see. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, come on. It must be my other page. Hold on. I want y'all to hear what y'all vice president said over there. And I'm just like, what is she talking? Oh, there we go. We download that right now. I got it. I want y'all to listen to y'all vice president real quick. Can I put the background up? Give me a second. Let me add your vice president here. Listen to your vice president.
And as a woman, there's a balance to be struck between being tough and being a bitch. Turn that off.
I'll play it again.
And as a woman, there's a balance to be struck between being tough and being a bitch. Turn that off.
Yeah, that's a lady that you're telling us to go vote for. That lady right there. That lady. Yeah, that's presidential material. Yeah, I feel safe with her in there. So you mean to tell me I got to go deal with racist times 2 for that lady? Oh, no. Come on, man. Where Ashton Kutcher at? Are you punking me? Ashton Kutcher, where you at, man? Man, Ashton Kutcher better come out from somewhere behind the scenes and talk about, y'all, America, you got punked. Please, Ashton Kutcher, if you're doing a punked episode, this is one of the best episodes you ever did. Ashton, you got to come out, man. Come on, Ashton. You got to be coming out talking about we got punked, man. Come on. I'm being punked now. I got to be punked. Ashton Kutcher and MTV, y'all got to end the charade, man. Please end the charade, MTV. My God. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you for joining us on the live stream tonight. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. That's very, very important. As we said earlier, download the African Diaspora News Channel app and participate in our back to school promo. Once you download it, hit create account, select the 1-year membership, and put in the promo code MyNews50. You get 50% off a 1-year membership for 30 days for back to school promo. After that, that's done. No more promos for the year. And after that, go to the website itself. Let me see your screenshot that hey, now you're a member for that promo. And then send me your YouTube channel link, not your screen name, your link. And then we can add you like we did Spencer today. We can add you. And then, hey, now you can chat on YouTube. Everything is all good. You got access to everything. All right. Thank you, everybody, for